Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jack2505. This is the Horde House, and welcome to Diary of an Engineer. Now, this video series is going to explore my experiences with the random Horde community on a 1 to 15 Master Horde. There will be no friends, no allies involved in these runs, and wish me the best of luck. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get on with the video. Now, the map of choice in today's video is Asylum. I will be using the robotics expert, and the randoms have now filled the room, and we're loading in. Okay, so let's have a look at the lineup here. We have a level 15 gunner, a 20 infiltrator, and a tactician and demolition are 20, and they're both together. So let's see how this goes. So with this lineup, there should be a lot of damage output. So the first thing we've got to do is pick up the fabricator and see where the first tap is going to spawn. And it spawned in an okay position, but I suspect that the rest of the taps that we're going to get are going to spawn all over that railway track. The worst place ever. Fabricator, place at spawn, and we're good to go. Okay, so 2 dead on wave 1. Not a good start and not a good sign. The first 3 things I buy are 3 wires. Always good to put a wire in the small room to make it more difficult for the swarm to get out. Next, I tell the team lockers next to reassure the team that I intend to build for them, and then hopefully they'll deposit ASAP. Now look at this guy. Now, anyone that knows me well knows how much this pisses me off. When I'm the engineer, don't touch my wires, man. Oh my god. So I thought I'd watch him just to see what he does. Now, he stops because he can feel my eyes burning the back of his head while he sheepishly turns around, and his friend too is watching me and realizes what he's done, then continues to fight the Horde like nothing has happened. Wave 5 and the weapon locker is now level 3 and still empty. I don't get it. Wave 6, I return to the locker and level it to level 4 and it's still empty. Now what's wrong with these guys? During wave 6, we start to get into a little bit of trouble. The locker only has a cryo cannon and we have a demolition, so that's great. And the Asylum nearly takes out the locker, but not on my watch. This is crisis time when I have to tell the demolition guy, yo demo, use the locker. I mean, why do I have to even tell him that? Now we have 3 cryo cannons on the locker whilst I build a second one. Now it looks like we're trying to freeze our way to victory. Wave 7 and we get into trouble once again. Assault classes again not using the lockers for explosives. Then I had to hide the locker because no way do I want it destroyed, even though these guys are not using it. Boss wave, wave 10, and we get lucky. A snatcher on the tracks with the assistance from the train. Thank the Horde gods for this one, and that we didn't have to depend on the explosive classes which are in my team. Wave 13, and I have to remind the team again, guys, use the lockers for your explosives. However, we do get a second tap on the tracks as predicted. However, there's not really much need for fortifications around these taps because they're being protected by the trains passing by. Wave 15, and here comes the sentinels. Time to get the cryo cannon out and wait for the right time to strike. And we get through it. Wave 17 and the base is now finally starting to take shape. Time to get those vertical wires out. Now here comes the time also in Horde when the wires are mostly keeping the swarm out. Then players decide, hey, I want to get ahead of the wires because I want to get kills. always have to deal with these types of players and tell them stay behind the wires. Every time I was trying to beat my wires, just stay behind the wires. We now prepare for wave 20 and we get the matriarch. Oh god. So cryo cannon time for me, and to my surprise, we actually killed the matriarch with ease and not that much damage to the base, which is, you know, music to my ears as an engineer. For a team that's not really taking that much advantage of the lockers and spamming explosives, we're not doing too bad, but we could be doing a lot better. From wave 21 we get another tap on the railway track, which to be honest is, even for me, is a ball ache to try and defend, so there's no need to put any fortifications in that location. And then from wave 23 it's time to finalize those level 4 wires, a typical tactic of mine. When I put the level 4 wire in front of the level 2 wires, now this is really good for keeping them out. Wave 26 and it's time for some sentry support, and I select the good old shock sentries, great for support fire and protecting those wires. Wave 27, always a good idea to have a sentry pointed into that little small room to make things even harder for the swarm. Wave 30 and I'm thinking, how are we still alive? Now I'm working on my repairs and just look at this guy. Just wasting ammo and a good weapon as well. Anyway, enter the Kestrel and I'm thinking, damn, on this level and this setup, we're finished. However, I just had to get that salvo from the locker and took that Kestrel down. Well done me. Wave 31 and now let's just have a look at this guy. Touching wires for no reason. Now let me just have a look at this wire. Let me just adjust it a little bit and yeah, that's much better. So pointless, just stick to your job. Hey guys, check this out. They start donating directly to me after 31 waves. Does this mean that they believe in me? And don't you just hate it when people stand in your laser wires and then get downed? Wave 32 and players just love to overextend when they don't need to. Just to put the rest of us in danger and then a near wipe. Wave 34, everything seems to be going well and then this happens. Now, I don't know how that train got me. I was behind cover and I swear I was not aiming at that point. Wave 35 and it's the Wardens, but they stand no chance at all against my defense. Wave 36 and things start to get a little bit spicy. First, a sire grabs one of the players and then a boomer gets a triple down plus destroys the tap. The left is extremely compromised and the swarm make their way in and it's a fail. Very, very disappointing indeed. Now the things I think went wrong during this Horde match. First of all, the left side needed more wires. I think I should have put more down, built up more protection on the left. Should have built some MG sentries at the back. I think if I would have done that, that could have saved that Wave 36 there and other fishy moments that we had earlier. The demolition and tactician should have been spamming explosives like crazy. Now everyone knows how good the demo and the tactician are when they're teamed up with the explosives all over the place and the Horde stands no chance. This should have been happening more or less from the start. The team too spread out and overextended at times, and I should have built more wires in the middle. So guys, that's the end of my engineer diary in Asylum. Now this could be a very interesting journey with the random players of the Gears 5 Horde community, and I hope that you will join me in this adventure and updating this diary. Now thank you for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm Jack2505. This is the Horde House, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.